Hi everyone. Today I'll be making no butter banana bread. What all goes into the no butter banana bread? 2 cups mashed very ripe bananas, 4 eggs, 2/3 cup neutral oil, canola, vegetable or avocado. I've got canola, 2 teaspoons vanilla extract, 2 1/4 cups flour, 1 1/2 cups white sugar, 2 teaspoons baking soda, 1 1/2 teaspoons kosher salt, and 2 cups mix-ins, which is optional. You can use chocolate chips, shredded coconut, or walnuts. I'm going to use a cup of walnuts and a cup of coconut. So let's begin. Preheat the oven to 350. Grease and flour 2 loaf pans or 1 bundt pan, or use the baking spray that's got the flour in it. I'm going to try to use this bundt pan. I've never used it before. It is the Boxiki Deluxe bundt pan. What's nice about these, I have some loaf pans and muffin pans and stuff, and I love them. What's nice about these, they are silicone, but you know how silicone has a hard time sitting in the oven. You usually have to put like a baking sheet underneath it and stuff. This you don't have to because it has these metal lids, so it should sit just fine. I will see how well it fills out the bottom. I still may put it on a baking sheet, but I won't have any problem getting it out because I can grab it like this out of the oven and not have to worry about it collapsing. So I'm going to spray this and then set that aside. Then take a large bowl, use a rubber spatula or a spoon, stir together your 2 cups of mashed bananas, your 4 eggs, and I already beat them a little bit so they'll be easier to mix, your 2/3 cup of neutral oil, I'm using canola oil, and your 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and stir that until well combined. Okay, so that looks like it's pretty well mixed. You're going to have your little chunks of some of the bananas, the oil and the eggs, and the vanilla and stuff all looks like they're well incorporated. In the same bowl, you want to add your flour. I'm going to mix after each one so it's not as hard to continue to mix. I may not get them completely mixed, but it's going to be mixed enough that it's not going to be too hard to mix the next thing. I don't know, that may be over mixing. It didn't say to do this, so we'll find out whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. This is not completely mixed, but it's going to make it easier to add the next stuff anyway. Then add, and that was 2 1/4 cups of flour. Then I'm going to add the 1 1/2 cups of sugar. And see how much easier it is mixing now that I already mixed most of the flour in. And you can dump it all in if you want to. I just tried to do what's easier for me. Then add your 2 teaspoons of baking soda and your 1 1/2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and stir that in. And now you want to mix it until it's completely mixed. This is nice that you can do this without a mixer. And like the recipe says, it makes 2 loaves of banana bread. I just thought I'd try the bundt pan, so then that way I didn't have to worry about getting it splitting it exactly in half. You know, I'm doing hopefully the lazy way. All right, so it's totally mixed. Then fold in your mix-ins, and like I said, you can use chocolate chips, coconut, walnuts, whatever you want to add in. But Dave likes nuts in his banana bread, so I'm going to add 1 cup of chopped walnuts. I chopped them up a little bit more than what came out of the bag. Not a whole lot more, but... And you can do 2 cups of walnuts if you want, 2 cups of chocolate chips, or 2 cups of coconut, or 1 of each. Well, I like coconut, and Dave likes coconut. So it doesn't say whether you should add unsweetened or sweetened. All I had was sweetened. So 1 cup of shredded coconut. And then fold that in. I think that coconut is really going to add a good flavor and texture to the banana bread. All right, so everything's all mixed up. So here comes the test of my floppiness. I always make messes. Let's see if I can do this without making a mess. I'm actually surprised that I did so good so far. I'm not done yet, though. Man, that went together really well. All right, so looks pretty even all the way around. So it should cook good. Bake in the preheated 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes to 1 hour, depending on your pan size and your mix-ins. The bread is done when it's brown on top. It doesn't jiggle when the pan is shaken, and the toothpick in the center comes out clean with just a few moist crumbs. I don't think it's really jiggling. I may put it in for a couple more minutes. We'll test it with a toothpick. In the center, if it comes out clean except for a few loose crumbs, it's done. We poke it in here. I'm going to put it in for a couple more minutes because it just looks a little bit not done right here. So let me put it in for about 2 more minutes. All right, so I went and got my longer cake tester, and I stuck it in here, and it came out completely clean. Stuck it in here where I was concerned. Came up with some moist crumbs, which is fine. We'll let this cool for 10 minutes, and then we'll remove it and let it finish cooling. So here is the no butter banana bread. Let's see what Dave thinks.
Well, I'm trying to figure out. It kind of tastes like banana bread, but it's got some crunch in there, like coconut, or is there some nuts in it or something?
Boy, you're getting good at your tasting. That is banana bread with coconut and walnuts in it. You've been doing this a day or two, I guess.
Well, maybe that's why it tasted like that. I'm thinking that's a good thing, right?
It is a good thing.
Yeah, this is good. I like it.
Recipe deals for easy meals. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is Cooking with Sherry. Until we meet again.